Let's go through a brief review of the order of operations, and then we'll look at one quick example. So first, we usually have parentheses, but parentheses or brackets may not always be visible. Sometimes we have implied parentheses when you have radicals or square root symbols, absolute value bars, or fraction bars. Sometimes you just don't see the parentheses and they're just implied. After evaluating parentheses, we'll evaluate exponents. And then we have multiplication and division in order from left to right. That means we do not go through an expression and do all the multiplication first and then the division. We go through the expression from left to right, and as we come across multiplication and division, we do those operations in order from left to right. After all the multiplication and division, then we do the addition and subtraction, again in order from left to right. So again, we don't go through and do all the addition first and then the subtraction. We go through the expression in order from left to right, and as we come across an addition or subtraction operation, we do it in order from left to right. So the beginning letters here, the P for parentheses, E for exponents, M and D for multiplication and division, A and S for addition and subtraction. That's where the acronym PEMDAS has come from. You may have also have seen the acronym GEMDAS. And the G here stands for grouping symbols because, as we mentioned, you may not have visible parentheses. You may have brackets, you may have implied parentheses because of radicals, because of absolute value bars, because of fraction bars. So GEMDAS is a little bit more generalized because we don't always have visible parentheses. Okay, let's look at an example. Let's simplify -3 minus 4 bracket minus -3 minus 4 parenthesis -3 minus 4 close parenthesis close bracket. So we're going to go through to the innermost set of grouping symbols because parentheses or grouping symbols are first. We have squared off brackets and we have parentheses. We're going to go to the inside set. So here we will subtract -3 minus 4. And we'll get -3 minus 4 bracket -3 minus 4, and then -3 minus 4 gave us -7, and then we close that off, the parentheses, and then we have squared off brackets. Okay, so now we don't have anything else to do in that inside parentheses, just there to show that we had that operation done, and now we've got that multiplication to do because we want to compute the operations inside that the squared off brackets. So remember multiplication and division before addition and subtraction. So we are going to multiply the -4 times the -7. So everything else will stay the same. We have -3 minus 4 squared off bracket, -3, and then -4 times -7 gives us positive 28. So we have plus 28 inside the squared off brackets. Okay, so we're almost done evaluating everything inside the squared off brackets. So now we have addition left, and we will add -3 plus 28. So we have -3 minus 4, same as before. The -3 plus 28 gives us 25, and that's what's inside the squared off brackets. And we've completed all the operations inside the squared off brackets. So now we have no more operations to complete with inside that grouping symbols was inside the squared off brackets, but we've got a subtraction, we've got a multiplication, we will do the multiplication next. So now we will multiply negative 4 times 25. We'll have negative 3, and then negative 4 times 25 is negative 100. So I have negative 3 minus 100. And now I'll do my final subtraction. Negative 3 minus 100 gives us negative 103.